close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
I'm sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints you rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, stay back.
Then jump.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We got this.
Set!
19!
59, right to 59.
Come on.
Wide, get wide.
Put the first down, he's coming.
Watson on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
QB's traps. Let's go. Check 13. Hey, 59. Good dance. Hey, 59.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more. He's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 99. Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Silver. Alert 3. Alert 3. 24. Take it. 24. Kill. 24.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Heavy on the track.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Mike, back check. 59. Man, I got you. Mike 5'9".
From the gun on third, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now Watson, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Check. 59.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's caught out wide by Stills. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be third down.
This is it. 59 mark. Check. 59. I got one. Check safety.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's gonna be a, it's gonna be a long day. Look at me. Zip now.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
On 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Undercross. Hey. Ready?
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Switch it.
They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field They play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On second down, here's Fournette.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Wild Bill. 6 guys. Protein spill. Check it out, please.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Bang, 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 bang. Take 4. Joker. Get it.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 58 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
55. Watch the flag.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47. On first down, it's Johnson. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Houston.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Watch twist. You draw corkers.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He wasn't ready. Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Push him back. 80 weapons. Hey, check 20. Hey, orbit. Go.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
Hey, Haywood.
That's good.
Back. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Deep grip.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Set 18 Gator. And here we go. Watch the pass. General West. Watch twist. Hey, Charlie. Yep. Here we go.
From the 27, Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's letting this one. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check the backer, check the backer. Rush it, grab it.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Topper, Topper. Hey, exit. Yes. Five.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the lead will shrink to 6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. When you're under a minute to go here in the half, field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
You can't block. Block me. 59 Mike. Check. Here I come. Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert 3. 24.
Here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Complete to Kenny Stills. A gain of 12. First down, Texans.
Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Hey, 59. Tight
To the air yet again. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Switch.
Mike 5'9", Rabbit. 59's Mike, 59.
59! No gain on this defense, no gain.
On first down, it's Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 75 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
There goes Duke Johnson. The 40, the 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 78 yards, and the Texans have retaken the lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game, now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Reset. Check 3. Check. Alert. Slam.
Mike spot 9.
54.
Watch the boot.
Hustle. Line up.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
60 Pittsburgh. Pilot 64. Weak.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. A run here with Armstead. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Spill. It's just me and you. Check hot route. Hot. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, watch it. Check.
22 jet bomber. Hatchet. Snap.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I don't want to sound old or anything here, partner, but I remember the days in this situation where you just put the ball in the hands of a running back. Now, it could be anyone carrying the football to try and pick up a 1st down or a touchdown.
Hey. Ready.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 10 logo. Switch. 49. Hey, Delta.
A 1st carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Watch the screen. X3. 218. Chopper. Deep rip.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around. On the line of scrimmage.
They brought him down. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Five. Look at me. Zip it. Go.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Go.
Check 99.
Hey. Go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
80 weapons. Hurry.
Jam.
5.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Check. 41 Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, watch the ship. He's coming. Double up.
Get it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watch twins.
General West. On the ball.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambo, up and good. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, when the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Our top. It's our time. Switch it. You. Check 59, Mike.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And that's complete to Cooks. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Third and 2, Watson. Steps away to his left. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Time out. 6-6. Pull it high. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go. Ready?
On 2nd down, Armstead. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
I got you. 31.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 13 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Ready. 10-2 soft. Greystone travel.
Check nickel.
Check. He's hustle.
He's checking crowd.
Let go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Watch out.
Hey, seam 6. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike. Yep.
So third and long. Here's Minshew. And finding Keelan Cole. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Sponge.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check 20.
Yes.
Switch.
5.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. You go tight.
Protein spill.
You got tight right there. Hey, check 24. Hit it. Break down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
All day.
22 jet bomber. Get it.
Now Armstead. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Let's bring it.
40 go.
He's back to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Let's go, D. Go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Now it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a loud